I'm Rocks.
This is the
Bourbon barrel.
if you didn't tell by the intro. So, what we have for you today is three New Yorks with one asterisk. Now, the 1 foot cock is technically Buffalo, New York. However, they do use some MGP juice in there. So it's like a 50-50. We don't know what quantity of MGP juice is in there and what is the stuff that they've distilled. So if this wins out overall, it's kind of like the winner with an asterisk. Like it bit Holyfield's ear off kind of thing. But that's,
During COVID, Mike Tyson did a picture of himself with Evander Holyfield did a picture of himself with the mask hanging off his ear because he bit this one off, and he said, and it says, "Thanks, Mike Tyson," like so he couldn't cover his face. So you can't see me. Anyway,
that's messed up.
is it funny that the 1 foot cock is the head and shoulders the tallest bottle amongst these bottles?
That's fair.
Where do we land on proof points here?
So what do we got? We've got the Alton coming in at 47%.
It's our reigning champion from the New York episodes we've done.
And then we've got the, oh man, where's the proof on it? There we go. 46.5%. So literally a 0.5 percentage proof.
That's 90.
And that's 45%. So they're all within relative. I mean, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. They're all within like 0.5 of each other. So
And yeah. So we're just gonna taste and have a good time.
yeah. So I think we leave the reigning champion to the last,
Okay.
and then we'll start with the infidel, who's only half New York, and lastly,
Stepchild. You get the stepchild out of the way first. Let him open his Christmas presents first. They're not as good as the real kids.
wow.
So,
If you're a stepchild, I apologize for all of that.
it was a joke.
It's 2023. We're not allowed to have jokes anymore.
Oh, right. My bad. I apologize.
And then this one is called John Mayer. I've not to be confused with John Mayer.
Right.
But this is a New York straight bourbon whiskey, so at least 2 years, small
Yeah.
batch, and it's local to the Finger Lakes area.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Ovid, is that where
I
it says?
think it's right off of. Did you say Seneca?
Yeah, somewhere near Dundee. Yeah, hour from us or so.
It's not far. But yeah, so interesting thought, and we figured we'd try it. Apparently it's gotten some pretty decent reviews,
Yep.
and it was.
No, I can't say that.
That's fair.
I can't say it, but I'm gonna. No, it's the name of the Whiskey Dick's dad's band. It just makes me laugh when I look at it.
Fair enough.
This was one bottle. I saw a random bottle. It was in New York. We don't see a lot of New Yorks, which we've
For
discussed
being in New
before.
York, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and this one was the only bottle they had of this, and it also is a single barrel. So
There you go.
let's, but again, we're trying the New York. We're in New York. We're trying to destination whiskey it and
Mhm.
find your best New York. We sent this did it with Whiskey Dick. We
Yep.
sent it to him. It was one of our favorites. When I got this bottle back from Foster's, because I let him have the bottle the other day when I picked it up, the tall guy and the guy who's really short, but he's really cool too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both of them were like, "Oh, we haven't tried it yet." So I poured them both shots, and they took them and put them with covers over them so they could make sure they tried it, like no matter what. Like I wanted to make. I was like, "Where's Adam?" And he's like, "Is he here?" And he was like, "No, he's gone."
Yeah.
Like I don't know where gone means, but he's on vacation or something.
Fair enough.
So anyway,
So
nonetheless,
let's get going.
I couldn't
Oh,
agree
and check
more.
this out.
Wow, nice.
So hopefully you guys just heard that pop on our new lav mics.
That's right. It's right here, hanging on my cross with Jesus. So it's dangly.
It is.
Now,
But,
to be
yeah.
fair, we just had this not that long ago.
That's true. It's been open a couple weeks, probably about a month.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's hilarious. And you know what? The episode we did called the Cocky episodes that he did,
mhm.
that's again one of my favorite things because we went through more expensive, more sought after things, and when it was all said and done, and it wasn't even blind. So we knew, and we still couldn't even like bring our heads to say otherwise. The one that won was the Fighting Cock, which was
It's
a
true.
$20 bottle, and it was more bourbony, is what I remember
It
about it.
tasted it was a very straightforward bourbon.
Yeah.
That was,
So
and that's what won it for it.
I remember this a little bit. So this is a
So
lighter nose.
now that it's opened up, maybe it'll change.
True. Well, we didn't hate it.
No, it wasn't
yeah,
bad
we
by
weren't
any
hating on
means.
it at all. So
And I've come to appreciate the 1 foot cock product line with their maple bourbon and such and things like that.
yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
they're real fun place to visit. So if you ever in Buffalo, check them
I
out.
would love to get up there. I want. Well, when are they? They're building a new stadium, right? I wonder what. Do you know when that's due to open? Is it? It's not this year,
It's like
obviously, but
2028
a couple
or
more. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Is it
ways off.
far away from where
They're literally
Rich Stadium is
building it
now?
in like the parking lot and then
Mm.
demolishing the other stadium.
Well, that's like doesn't that make it more harder to do it when you're in the same spot because you have to? How hard is that going to be to
Logistically,
get like
you're gonna
tickets
have to
and
move a lot
not
of
tickets but parking
cars.
now for games?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if they're under
yeah.
construction. I remember we always used to go into the parking lot and then we'd play catch with footballs and stuff because we got there at like 9 a.m.
Well,
so we
Buffalo
could.
fans are crazy.
Yeah.
They jump
Oh,
through
just
tables.
yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't do that.
Oh,
No, no. I did
they
dive for a
still do
couple
it.
footballs and catch or drop them, but I was young. It's not bad. It's good. It's
Those are the options.
it's good. It's not bad.
It's like the Ren and Stimpy. It's good. It's good. It's great.
I I don't even. Anyway, it's good. It's good.
It's definitely something that you can like bring into a party, have a little bit of a conversation about the name piece, and you'll
I
be
yeah.
it'll and people won't hate it. People will be like, you know what, this isn't bad. I
No,
could sip on this all night. That's fine.
I feel like it's a. Now again, we said it's a marriage between MGP and their juice. I feel like it seems like it could have taken either a little bit more time in one of the two barrels or a little bit more time in the barrel after blending it or something, so it became more complete,
Uniform.
uniform, excellent, complete,
Because
uniform
there's still a little bit of grain at
breakdown.
the end.
Yeah, a little bit of something like that. So now we've had this and we had it. We've had this, we haven't had it, and we've never had this. I have no idea what we should do next. And I don't know what there is. There a rhyme or reason?
Again, I think we leave the final countdown for the contender that
Or
is
the
to be
champ?
dethroned.
Right, right.
So
Fair enough. I got
so
that. I
next
got
up is
that.
going to be the fresh open
All right. Let's rock that out.
of John Mayer.
That's right.
No, it's
Well,
Meyer.
John Mayer's freshly opened a lot of things. So
Party is a lot of
I listen. I just I don't honestly. I don't. I can't. Aside from that, and because I've heard the story or whatever, like I don't know his songs. I don't know.
Really?
No. What's his like famous song? Do
Uh,
you think other than that one? Seriously, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna run through the halls of my high school. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs. I
No,
just thought, really?
nothing.
What about like 3x5? I had the whole CD
Uh,
continuum. It was good. Watch it,
and I'm
get
not
it.
saying it's not. I mean, I just
I actually almost got in a car accident because of John Mayer.
wow.
Yeah, it was back in
Because of John Mayer.
yeah, it's true. Fun facts. So it's not what you think.
Damn you, John
So
Mayer.
I had the CD and it was in my car back when you used to put in your own like CD players because cars didn't come with them. And
Oh yeah, yeah. I had the tape plug-in,
yeah,
right? The
yeah.
tape went in the tape
I,
back, and
I'd
then I had the
installed it
CD
in my
player
like
sitting here.
'96 Sentra,
Yeah,
and
I have a Sentra now. It's
yeah,
not a '96, but
see,
it's a 19, I think. But
but yeah. So I we were driving back from like A&W up in Cortland,
nice, nice.
and I started playing it, and my one buddy who's like, "What the hell is this shit?" And I was like, "It's John Mayer, you heathen."
You,
And he's like, you know what? And he ejects it. John Mayer's going off the road. And he goes to hang it out the window. And I go to reach for it and reach for him. And my buddy, who's sitting in the back, because there were three of us, goes, and so are we!
you,
Because I was veering, because I was a young driver. So I just had the steering wheel and was turning as I was trying to grab him from not putting John Mayer on the road.
oh, that's. Do you wait? You almost got in it.
Almost.
Okay,
We lived.
and you were up there at the A&W, so you stopped by Blockbuster at the time.
No.
No, all right, because there was one there.
This one,
I have the nose is nothing. I feel like I've
see, the
got
nose
nothing.
is like a little more like it's less, but it's also like not as bourbony as the 1 foot cock
I'm
was.
getting more grainy, a little more grainy
Yes,
nose.
yes, that is. I don't know.
It's still soft though. It's like I'm almost having to in. So I kind of practice not inhaling too hard when we started doing this. Like the
Mhm.
whole thing people tell you is you don't go like real hard, right? And you keep your mouth open a little bit so it's not all at once and stuff. And now I'm trying to inhale harder because I'm not getting a lot out of it. So I'm like,
It's not like you're trying to, share cocaine with Mr. Peanut.
not again. Guy's selfish, jerk. Keeps the good stuff for himself.
Yeah, it tastes a lot like it smells. Very grainy.
Hmm.
I think it's young.
Yeah. Well, age 2 years.
Yeah, so
So I just got that right there because it happens to be in front of me. Now, we will say too that this one is handcrafted bourbon whiskey, features grains grown and harvested at John
Meyer.
Meyer of Meyer Farm, established 1868, aged 2 years, distilled and bottled by Meyer Farm Distillers in Ovid, New York. So there is no sourcing; it's all their stuff. We'll
Hmm.
give them a prop for that because that's
Well,
and
in order to
not
call it
it's not.
in order to call it a New York bourbon, a certain percentage of it has to have New York grain or New York this or that in
Right.
order to be
Cool.
called New York. So,
And that's well, did they? I mean, it does. This is New York straight, so that's the
yep,
2 years. Has to be 2 years. So,
it is hard to
um,
get in there.
that's what she said.
It's
Right.
never coming out now.
Oh, that's never a good thing. But did you notice the date on here?
They did it weird. So
Is it
it's batch and then year. So it's batch 6
from 2017?
from 2020, right? Oh, it's 2017. You're right. Yep.
And it's aged 2 years, so it's been sitting in the bottle for 6 years
6. I don't know.
or
Maybe it's been
five or
on
six.
on the
But
shelf. Batch 6 from 2017.
it wasn't. We do the price point thing here too.
Yeah,
This was $40. This was. It's been a while, but it's something like that, like 40, $45. It wasn't much.
that's
It
good.
wasn't a lot for the Alton. Maybe 50, but not anything like I would remember when you go break certain
Yeah,
things, it kind of clicks to me like it's not.
like
It might have been
60.
50 max. What was this one again? I don't.
I think it was 55.
Yeah, so we're all in a pretty close price point. Um, Plus it's fun to try things A from New York because that's where we're from. B like I also am always a proponent of trying things I've never seen before. We just saw, and I'm gonna say it, but it's on the shelf. Good fucking bourbon is what it's called.
Yep, I
For it's a
saw it.
Minnesota bourbon.
The fact that they were able to get that on a bottle
Yeah,
is pretty impressive.
yeah. But it's an 80 proof and it was like $40. And I was like,
I doubt it's good.
I doubt it's good, but like I said, we could do it short or even if we try it, we know I'll end up
I
drinking it at
I
some
think
point. So
that is probably in some way, shape, or form a hell of a marketing ploy.
yeah.
Just
That's what else could it be? What else could it possibly be? I don't think at Buffalo Trace when they're bored and like, what should we call this? They're like throwing the F word. Like, no, yeah. I think that's a
that's gonna
reach.
alienate a bunch of people from wanting to buy it because a lot of people don't like the swears, and then the
And
people that do are like and then they're gonna get it.
well, if there's one industry they should give it a crack in, it's probably the bourbon slash whiskey slash drunkard industry. Like if you're gonna throw those words on there like
Yeah,
cock and fucking and the F word, sorry. Um, but it's on it's on the
he
bottle.
literally called
Like,
it by a name.
and we could do a short and you could show the picture because I took a picture of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, is it good or not? I don't know. We've at some point we could do an '80s thing or try. We know that '80s suck, but not suck, but they're just so
they're less flavorful.
yeah. True story.
That's because there's more water, less alcohol.
I think the
I
favorite.
didn't say that right.
I, I think our favorites have been Penelope and
Alton. Oh,
Benchmark. That's 90,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
90-ish, something,
Yeah,
whatever that was.
that's fair.
But the nose is immediately better.
So much better.
It's a
It's more
bourbon
crisp.
nose.
It's got more sweetness to it. It doesn't have a grainy after smell or anything like that.
Nope. No. It's a great nose. I'm I'm not considering this. This doesn't beat it.
No, it's
This is closer to beating it
this
than
is
this
much
is.
closer. Like
Yeah.
it's a different flavor profile altogether. This one has a more buttery feel on the mouth.
Right. Yep.
Um, the after
More body.
the
It's
after taste that I'm getting is less burn, but there's also a little bit of I don't know. I don't want to do this, but I have to.
yeah. No, I get that. I understand. I was kind of thinking the same thing to a degree. I like your word definition of buttery. That's here. I think I confuse sometimes buttery and creamy
Hmm.
a little bit. Like I get creamy a lot when I drink Irish whiskeys for some whatever reason. To me, Irish whiskeys are creamier.
Irish cream.
Yeah. Well, that could be it. I have no idea. I keep trying to like rinse out my cup so I'm not
No,
getting,
I hear you.
you know.
So, oh, that's close. So, after having both of them that close together,
Right.
that's rough. They're both very good.
No, I'm still picking this one.
I think
It's way closer than this. This is eliminated.
this is
It's not horrible. It's
right.
eliminated from this competition. It's
Like
not.
these are both very good bourbons. And I'd be hard pressed to pick one over the other depending on where I live. Um, like,
You still live in New York.
no, I know. Like, I'm saying for people who are watching us, 'cause,
Right, right, right.
Um, I think I would pick this one. And this is, the full-fledged New York bourbon.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it's real tasty, and it's not a bad bourbon at all. It's just it's a little more harsh on the front.
Yep.
This one was much smoother, and the mouthfeel I think is the winner for me. They're definitely two different, very different flavor profiles.
46.5, and what was this one again? 47, I think. So damn, it's a
Yeah.
half of a alcohol point. Like
hmm
it. Does this one say anything about like how long? New York straight, so it's got to be two
At
years. But
least
I
two
wondered if it
years.
said something else.
I
So
thought it
you
said
talk.
36 months or
Yeah, I think
something.
you're right too.
Yeah.
I think it does
So,
somewhere in there. Something did anyway.
yeah. We
Uh,
don't know. We've been drinking.
we do occasionally or all the time. But
hmm
whiskey character and taste. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and just
That's fine.
absolutely read. But
So the
small
winner
batch. It's still this one. It's still
is gonna be Alton.
Ye Old Alton. Yep. I'm
And
with him on the Ye Old Alton winning
yeah, that's
championship.
for New York.
Uh, but you know what? We're getting better ones to now.
hmm
At some point, I don't even see it lately. If I did and I had the money, I'd probably grab another bottle to have it in this. But the Great Jones, we liked it. It was kind of like our leader for a while till we got a hold of this one, and we've never put it up against this one. And but these ones, this one's just a little out of the range too. It's not a lot. I'm not
hmm
saying you shouldn't buy this. Like for
Oh
40
yeah.
bucks. Oh no, hey, I mean it's from 2017.
Yeah, but there's so
No,
many other like maybe if you bought
or
this
to
and put
try
it in your
it.
own barrel for a little bit or something to age it up
Right, right.
for like a month or so,
I don't
because
think it's horrible.
it
It's
needs
not. It's
it
aged
needs
at sea.
it needs to be older.
It's
Like
not.
it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's definitely like it needs some time to meld and get
I
some
agree.
more. So if you could double oak this on your own, it'd probably be very tasty.
Yeah, for sure.
But why do that work if you can just buy one of these or something,
Yeah.
or
The
Woodford?
trouble is trying to get another bottle of this. Now I don't. I bought the one bottle of this, like I bought the one bottle of this, but that was 6 months ago or something when I bought it.
hmm
I've never seen another bottle to this day. I know they still exist. I know it's in the Catskill Mountains. I know this, that, and the other.
You
But
guys want to watch us take a trip to the Catskills?
yeah, send money,
No. Send
lots and
likes.
lots of money. No, I don't care about if you like me. Just give me money. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Wow,
trying to make some jokes. I don't know.
such a hooer.
I was I was focused so hard on like trying to be more professional or correct or whatever. You know,
I
I
don't know,
kind of
Rufus. Good job.
So on
So,
that New York
with that,
episode, right,
I'm neat.
I'm
This
Rocks.
has been
The
the Bourbon
Bourbon
Barrel.
Barrel.